Are we finished? Are we? Yeah, see? As I finish up the day's usual filing, I think to myself that this might be Shizune's way of trying to start this week on a high note. After all, tomorrow's when the real work begins. And with her hands literally full building stalls, why'd I say it that way? It doesn't matter. She won't be able to talk very much. It will likely be pretty dull and tiring like it was the first time around. I'm appreciative of her effort in that case. It's nice to have days like this as a way of enjoying yourself before hell arrives. I think that was her idea as well. I also remember that I still have to get rid of Kenji's package. The damn thing is bulky, and somehow I've never been able to track him down since I picked it up. Whoa! Wait a minute. I thought they just did that off screen. Apparently not. I still have it. That's so stupid. Not that I haven't given it to him yet, but I just thought we already did. I guess they wanted more silliness with Kenji. After student council is adjourned for the day, I walk toward the vending machines to look for something to drink, parting from Shizune and Misha. It's a short trip, but after even just a few seconds, I start to get the feeling I'm not alone. Oh no. Oh, darkness hands. A pair of hands cover my eyes. Guess who? We just parted. Shizune? It's me, Hig-chan. Yeah, I know. It's very easy to figure out why you look mad. Then why did you say it was Shik-chan? It's okay to be wrong sometimes, Hig-chan. You're too proud. Anyway, after student council, you don't usually have any plans, right? So you're just going to go straight to your dorm, right? Oh, where else would I go? I mean, I could go to town, but... Okay, that's great! That's great, Hig-chan. I wanted to talk to you today, so this works out perfectly. Two high school students alone after classes in a quiet, empty building. As the sun dyes the sky a romantic amber color, the cute girl says that she wants to talk. Don't even... What a secretive and appealing situation. My imagination is buzzing. It's likely not going to go anywhere near as exciting as I'm making it out to be, but it's fun to play it up that way. What? The popping sound of that sounded just straight up carbonated. Didn't sound like canned coffee. Well, I mean, the popping sound of my canned coffee opening destroys any chance of maintaining such a cheesy mood. In fact, now she's doing the raised eyebrow, sounding louder than I'd ever even thought imaginable. Amplified by the context of the situation, I sigh in disappointment and relief. So what is it? Oh! Like she just forgot. Actually, I am a little bit behind on some of my classes, and if I don't catch up, it could be a real problem. I can't put it off any longer. Yeah. So, my teachers say that I have to really start taking things seriously, so I should listen, especially because this is the third time. I'm sorry, Hig-chan. Why are you apologizing? What's going on? I won't be able to help you or Shik-chan with the student council for a few days. That's how they're getting Misha out of the picture. It'll only be for 2 or 3 days, really. I'll definitely try and come back as soon as possible, but... I can't say I'm happy about this. It's supposed to get really busy this week. Ooh, that's some unfortunate timing. Or maybe she's just trying to get out of work. For a second, I want to ask if maybe Shizune could pull some strings to get her out of it. But Misha looks so genuinely apologetic about it. It would probably be pretty dickish of me to say something like that. Besides, if she says it's something that she can't put off any longer, I'm inclined to believe her, considering how surprisingly serious she can be with the student council, with the whole student council duty stuff. Yeah, I see. It's all right. You managed with just Shizune and yourself last year, didn't you? So I'm sure I'll be able to as well. Don't even worry about it. Don't even. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I hope. Really? Thank you, Hick-chan. Really? Yay! Yay! I didn't know Hick-chan would take it so well. I thought you would be worried with how there's going to be so much work with Tanabata coming up and everything. She knows me oddly well. With all the stalking that these two do. Oh, but Hick-chan is so composed. I'm glad. Yeah, you're sort of right. I was thinking about it, but it's not that big a deal. I ain't gonna freak out over anything like that. It's going to be a little annoying passing that pad back and forth to talk to Shizune, though. Hick-chan, just tell Shik-chan that you could use sign language too. I don't understand why you won't. This is stupid. Not yet. I can understand most things already, but I want to be really sure. Actually, I wouldn't mind. The secrecy is killing me too. And it would be nice to be able to talk to her in a real conversation. Dude, I get why he wants to keep it a secret, but it's dumb. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell her eventually. I want to. Actually, I'm trying to think of a good opportunity for it. That won't be a problem, Hick-chan. Why? Well, because I have a feeling of what she's gonna say before she even say it. Well, before she even say it. Yeah, thanks, Spring. Well, because I kinda told Chick-chan that you could understand her. She was worried about the same thing, that you wouldn't be able to understand each other. So I was worried, but it worked out fine in the end after all. Ha 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 ha. I lose it. Do you know how stupid I look now? I sat there for like half the damn day acting like I couldn't read sign language. And then, and are you just seriously telling me that she knew the whole time that I could? She's probably thinking this guy's a complete jackass, pretending he can't understand me. I just made a total ass of myself. Listen, alright? How could you let me do this? It was funny. Misha frowned, seeming lost for words on realizing that I'm taking this differently than she might have expected. She doesn't speak again after seeing that I've calmed down. Until after seeing that I've calmed down. But Hick-chan, I think this is definitely for the best. I like how she just didn't. She was like, calm your ass down, and I'll go back to talking. She says without batting an eye, having waited patiently through my picnic. My picnic. I just set up a picnic real quick while I'm freaking out. It's how I calm down. Waited patiently through my panic to say it. The cheerful delivery of her words makes it seem like she's sliced out the time between when she dropped the bomb on me and now. It's pretty funny in a way. You have such a one-track mind, you know that? Yeah! The damage is done. If Misha can believe that things will work out with such unflinching surety, then maybe it's worth giving it a chance. It's not that big a deal, buddy. Yeah, you did seem like a bit of an ass, but it's fine. If she already knew. And if things don't work out, I'll run as fast as I possibly can. We can't go anywhere. These two won't find us. to try and make it up to me anyway, just in case. She offers to buy me another drink from the vending machine. It's a very small token of apology, but I suppose it's the thought that counts. And her thoughts are sincere. She didn't do it out of malice. Plus, it's a free drink, so I accept. Good lord. See, thank God Misha actually fucking said something. I was like, so I kind of told her you can understand. Because God knows when the fuck we were going to do it. I don't know. I just think, I get it. I get why he didn't want to tell her, but it's dumb. All right? It's dumb. And, I don't know. I throw back my daily fistful of pills with a glass of water. Wait! Now he's doing water? I thought he just chewed him. That's what happened last time, but now he's doing water. Does he just like to change it up, man? Dude, no, get water every time. It helps. You won't fucking die. After a solid 8 hours of sleep, I don't really know what I was afraid of. So afraid of last night as I chew a part. Okay, so he chew. What? Wait, now I'm confused. Does he use, dude, does he eat the pills like they're fucking cookies with milk? So you just, like, no, what are you? As I chew a particularly large tablet in half, I continue to rationalize my worries away. Maybe it's only specific, one of, like, a specific thing that he takes that he has to chew. That might be it. A.K.A. that little tablet. Shizune knew I was taking sign language classes all day yesterday and didn't make a big deal out of it. Yeah, she might be mute, but that doesn't mean she can't make her feelings known. In fact, it seems like she's all the more direct for it. She doesn't beat around the bush or hold back. She always makes herself clear unapologetically so there can be no mistakes. So if she weren't mad then, it's unlikely that she would be at all. And on top of that, I didn't do anything wrong anyway. But as that fear of mine recedes, the thought of spending a couple days with Shizune without Misha takes its place. I hadn't really thought about it yesterday, but the idea becomes more and more intimidating. Just me and Shizune alone. It's true that I can understand sign language pretty well, but I would definitely hesitate to say I can understand it above a basic level, and if she were to speed up her signing, which she does quite a bit, I don't think I could keep up. Well, signing too is not my strong suit. Doing both at the same time like Misha is still a distant dream. Well, maybe because she knows you're just basic at it, that maybe she won't go fast. You ever think of that? You ever think that she has the mental fortitude? Like, she could go fast as fuck all she wants with Misha here, but not like, maybe she'll be like, probably not with Hisao. Hick-chan! What? Don't forget, you said you would help out with building stalls today. Behind the school after classes are over. Wait, what? But, after classes are over, okay? I know. Alright, here she goes. Last time you helped out, Hick-chan, we really appreciated it. This time, it's even more important, so skipping out is unforgivable, okay? I want to ask why that is, but there isn't any opportunity to. Besides, Misha's behind in her classes, so it seems like a bad idea to distract her now that I know that. I can always ask her lunch, which is what I end up doing. Besides, Hick-chan, a festival that celebrates a town is exactly what it sounds like. It's to celebrate your home and its history. Tanabata is different. It's for wishes and lovers. Well, I remember when we were gonna take a certain someone to... That definitely makes it more important, doesn't it? Yeah, naturally it would be. Is that really what it's for, though? Yeah? Oh, no, she's giving... Hick-chan, you have no sense of fun. She puffs out her cheeks in displeasure before blowing the air out like a deflating balloon. You have to appreciate things like that, even if it's just an excuse to eat interesting things and dress up in the end. I'll be disappointed in you if you don't, okay? Before I can say anything, she turns to the side to inhale a croquette. Literally just... and it's just gone. After classes, I meet Shizune behind the school, where it seems she's already set everything up sometime yesterday. She knew, man. Well, of course. We gotta get this done. She greets me with a short wave, and then with a flourish of the hammer already in her hand, extends her arm toward the stalls behind her. Some of them already half completed. Others still haphazard piles of boards bundled together with string. Can I not do the... I just don't want... I feel like if we again, it's the same issue as last time. We have to build a shit ton of stalls, but it's literally just us, and that's fucking stupid. They need to send people to assist us, or what have you. That's how it would realistically go, I feel like. Anywho, as time passes, I realize the pills can only do so much. Wait, what? I still get way more tired than should be normal. Listen, luckily Shizune's back is to me, so I can afford to take a lot of breaks without having to worry about her wondering why. And I can make as much sound as I want. Oh no. When I stop and think about it, though, I start to feel pretty guilty for taking advantage of her inability to hear that my hammer stopped banging. Yeah, I was gonna say I felt bad after... It's a terrible thing to be happy about. Her work ethic is admirable. It's obvious that it bores her and even annoys her, but she doesn't slacken her pace. When she gets tired nailing a stall together with one arm, she switches to another. She can't hear you, dude. Shizune. I feel like I'm an idiot the second I say her name. Well, wouldn't she be able to, like, turn around? Like, I feel like at some point she's going to turn around and notice that you haven't done as much work as her, and then she's going to grill you for it. I can't tell her what I think. There's a hammer in my hand as well, and in the end, I feel like I have to keep up with her. Oh, no, don't overexert yourself. If you run just a little extra more, you might just fucking die. I can't slack off either, especially when it's just the two of us. There's no time to sign, no opportunity, not even for a compliment for a job well done. Even something as casual as that would require me to put my hammer down, get her attention, and then sign it to her. And that's just a whole mess that I don't want to do. A simple gesture turned into something so needlessly complex. Like a single footstep taken on a road that's longer than first imagined. I've known her long enough to know this and still forgot it. The air is filled with the rhythmic knocking of nails being driven into wood. It's actually kind of nice after a while to pass the monotony of the task at hand. I try to match my hammering to Shizune's, then alternate it to try and form a beat. Of course, she doesn't notice. Dude, I can't even, like, imagine not hearing things. You know what I mean? Like just, I guess, if you never heard sounds or anything to begin with, like, you're not gonna freak out due to silence. But as it stands right now, if I were to suddenly become deaf, it would probably freak me out, to be honest, because I always need sounds. I always need to be hearing something, or else I cannot. I honestly don't think I could stand just silence or nothing. Oh no, I might go crazy. It makes me wonder, does the lack of sound make this work seem more drawn out and boring to her? Maybe she does, like, little scenarios in her head to keep her, like, you know, attention, just to keep her, like, just entertained. It is strange being unable to hear the results of her actions even as she feels the vibrations through her fingers, or having no concept of sound. Does it bother her at all? She doesn't know what sound is. She can't, well, she can't hear, so she hasn't heard, so distracted. I don't know. I noticed Shizune sneaking up on me until her head pops into view. Ah, shit. Taking a break? Yeah, I guess. Aha! No more jackass today. Okay, let's do that. Well, you can understand sign language. That makes it more convenient for both of us, even though you hid it from me. Listen! Why? Why what? Why did you decide to take sign language? Her eyes don't break off from mine even for a second. If she needs to read my response, her peripheral vision is good enough. Once she has something in her gaze, she doesn't look away. It's strange how piercing her eyes can be, dark as a lake at night. Because I wanted to. It seemed like it would come in handy. And it did, didn't it? Yes. ... Oh shit, I didn't catch any of that. Oh no. See? This kind of thing still comes up now and then. I wish Misha was here. I was literally moving my hands in like what I would... God damn it. I have only seen like... I've never like taken a sign language class, but I've only seen certain like words in like sign language forms, so she has work to make up for, doesn't she? That might be partially my fault. Misha doesn't need supplemental lessons. Her grades aren't the best, but she understands how the decisions she makes affects others. That puts her ahead of many people, especially certain blondes. Wow! Wow! She doesn't forget things easily. Your sign language is very good. You're learning oddly fast. Well, I've been taking classes for a while now, and it's kind of easy to pick up after a while through immersion or osmosis. The Osmosis Jones. That kind of thing. It's not too bad. And if I'm really stuck, well, Misha's there too. Sorta. No, can't. I guess I spoke too soon. I didn't understand any of that. Time to backpedal. Well, yeah, it's actually not that easy. It's actually hard as hell. Like trying to pick up broken glass. Picking up broken glass is easy. It's just the small shards that are hard, but I guess in some ways it's interesting as well. Like an adventure. Well, no. Picking up broken glass is not an adventure. Sure it is. Sure it is. It's just as challenging. If you use a dustpan and a broom, it's not. I feel frustrated and sad. When I look up, I notice that she has a can of soda in her hand. Where'd you get that? Oh, I said that. I forget to sign it, but she understands anyway, following my eyes, and produces another one from behind her back. Oh! She tosses it in my direction, and I catch it with both hands. No! The carbonation! I bought an extra one for you. Oh, she pauses to slide her fingernail under the tab of the can and pop it open before setting it aside for a moment. Dude, I don't put my fingernail under there. I put my whole fucking finger. If you're going to try and help me so much, then I will have to look out for you too. It's only natural. If you're going to learn sign language, that is something entirely different. I'm naturally going to be impressed. What separates the two is obligation. I'm very happy. She downs her drink in one go, stretches her arms behind her back, and jumps to her feet. Well, time to be hitting the old dusty trail. And she just leaves. Okay, back to work. Damn, that was fucking fast. And like that, it's over. Shizune returns to her work with the same energy as before. The lingering traces of a smile on her face, the only evidence that she had taken a break at all. As I do the same, I think that Misha was right in saying everything would work out for the best. Oh god, it's getting night. Oh Jesus. That fucking scared me. Everything so far seems to be going in that direction. Misha swings by as it starts to get darker, looking just as tired as I feel, and Shizune decides to stop for today. As we cover the day's work and go our separate ways, I look at how fluidly they talk to each other and how easily they laugh together as they walk to their dorm. It makes me appreciate Misha's skill at sign language more. Wonder if I'll ever reach that level, or if I even will have the time to. Dude, sounds like Misha's been doing it for a long time, so, it'll take time. It's not something that, oh my god. It's not something that you can just be like, oh, I wonder if I'll be able to do this immediately. No, you've been doing classes for a little bit now, but you're gonna need more. The first thing I do this morning is trip once again over Kenji's package as I get out of bed, dude. Finding myself diving headfirst into the floor before I'm even fully awake. Why did I put it there? Oh no, he's gonna be so mad. I want to smack this thing with the first blunt object I can find. Like I'm going for a home run, but I don't even have the energy for that this early in the morning. And it would likely damage whatever's inside. And that would be mean. Dude, what is in this fucking box? What if you just left it in front of Kenji's door? Like, here you go. Even if he's not there. Honestly, I doubt anyone would take it. Well, actually, never mind. In these days, there's a lot of thieves. I slide it into the hallway. It sails along the smooth floor with little difficulty and stops with a soft and almost inaudible bump on colliding with Kenji's door. Damn, that was good. Immediately, a dozen locks unbolt in succession like a mounting symphony. Jesus Christ. The smallest sound. Who is it? Who? What? He says as he blindly steps forward into the hallway anyway, somehow stepping over the box in a way that would be uncharacteristically, impressively graceful, if it weren't for the fact that I know it was wholly accidental. How? It's me. I got your mail. You're standing over it. I know. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, whatever. So what's in it? He cringes, instantly turning very defensive and agitated. It's nothing. Nothing at all. Come on, tell me. I literally kept this box for days. I'm curious. And you know, I almost broke my fucking neck falling over it. And before that, I had to carry the stupidly large box around with it blocking my vision, crossing roads with it in front of me. I think you can at least tell me what's inside in return. It's secret stuff, man. I can't tell you. Because then it wouldn't be very secret and shit. It's nothing important. Well, if it's nothing important, then you could tell me. I don't understand. If it's nothing important, why do you have to know? Why is that wrong? Why do you have to know? Why can't I know? Why are you answering my questions with questions? Why won't you answer my first question? Oh my god. Why won't you answer my last question? I realize our voices are getting higher with each reply. I hope that I've played that off well, because I figured that was happening. Down the hall, a door pops open and someone sticks his head out quizzically to see what's going on. We must look like such tools, but I bet I'm the only one out of the two of us with enough shame to realize it. Fine, you can take it to your grave. I have to get ready for school anyway. Damn, no, why are you so hasty to leave? Stick around a little. You want some coffee? It's been a while. You know, I thought you were dead since you were too slow with the package delivery. You're lucky I was willing to do the package delivery in the first place, you smartass. Whoa, calm down, man. You're so confrontational. Is it because of the student council thing? I hear you hang out with them now. Well, I'm in the... You heard it. You heard it from me when I told you. Really? Yeah, well, whatever, man. The point is they are terrible. You're the new guy, so of course you wouldn't know. But around here, she's a very divisive figure. Before you came here, she tried to institute a badge policy. It's a long story, so maybe you should sit down. Oh God, I look around for a chair, but I can't find one where we are in the damn hallway. I raise a finger and start thinking that maybe I should tell him that, but, well, he's already started talking. Not wanting to waste the arm movement, I look at my watch instead. Can you? It would have been a real reign of terror if that happened. Wait, you're judging her based on something that didn't even happen? Yeah. Anyway, her idea was like merit badges, but there would also be demerit badges. What? What would those do? I don't know. It never happened. It seemed bad, though. So when I heard about it, I didn't leave my room for a few weeks. So you heard there would be a massive change and hid in your room just to ride the change out? Nah, I decided to do something about it. I found the student council office after a while and marched right in with a list of demands and a bunch of people I grabbed in order to make myself look like I had supporters. Hold on, so not only did it not happen, but no one even cared. Kenji doesn't hear me, having gotten a good momentum going. Wrapped up in the energy of his own ranting, he starts to completely flip out and flail his arms, appearing to wildly throw gang signs. I walked right up to the desk and said to her, "Hey, you fascist woman! What is this badge idea? How out of touch can you be here in your ivory tower, smugly looking down upon us like we're just a bunch of idiots? Who do you think you are? Your level of elitism is terrible. You're probably one of those outrageous rich people who have chauffeurs drive them around slums so they can just point and laugh. And only drink pricey coffee being shat out by the last living dinosaur and brewed in a solid gold skull. And how could you? Go open up a history book. Don't you know that the book are always thrown over... Oh, fuck. Are always overthrown in a bloody revolution for shit like this. Stupid! You're an idiot! Sure, the revolutionaries usually end up turning everything into an utter clusterfuck later on. But a maniac is the only kind of person who would create a policy like this. It's like something I would create to make people suffer. Only real! And you want to institutionalize it. Where all this desecration of our rights end? When will it all end? We are people. This is not justice. That's what I said. Then I added a cry of, they can take our things, but they'll never take our freedom! To appeal to the masses, like in that movie about the life of William Wallace, where they took his things, but not his freedom, and then killed him. But she just ignored me and didn't even look up from writing in her little paper shit. Maybe I overwhelmed her with logic so badly that she just retreated into denial. Maybe she's just an asshole. She can't hear. Either way, she didn't reply, and the future refused to change. To top it off, though, on my way back, I realized I had lost my student ID somewhere. This is the story of my life. A constant and seemingly futile struggle, like trying to climb up a brick wall with sponges for hands. I feel like I'm a crazy person now after just... Kenji takes a lot of energy to have to talk of like Misha takes energy, but Kenji takes a whole different kind of energy. Mostly I like to just talk like this, you know, kind of chill. I freak out every now and then because things just happen. And brain. But then there's doing Kenji, and it is just as exhausting, but just as fantastic. Hey, you said nothing changed, but she didn't make everyone wear a bunch of stupid badges, so it did change. Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe they're not so bad then. What? I'm done. I guess that counts for something. If I could get Kenji to admit that maybe two women may or may not be so bad after all, I'll take it. Especially if it allows me to slip out of this conversation. I didn't realize how much time had gone by. Holy Jesus. I try to run through my usual morning routine as quickly as possible. I check my watch again as I leave the dorms and see that I'm already late. Whew. Fortunately, the rest of the day goes more smoothly. And after classes are over, I head to meet with Shizune again. Dude, I want to see what's in the... Wait, hold on. Was this here before? Dude, maybe I just didn't pay attention to the... Like, this whole time, this fucking bench. Behind the school. I'm still thinking about the Kenji. I catch her leaning against a completed stand with parts of it still fleckled with bits of paper and tape, remnants of signs from the last time it was used, absentmindly spinning a nail in her hand. She hasn't noticed me yet. The temptation to sneak up on her is unbearable. Years of watching foreign wildlife documentaries have prepared me for this. I'm downwind. Conditions are favorable. However, the more I think about it, the more it seems like a bad idea. She has a nail. What if she just fucking, like, quickly just nails you right in the right in the head? Ow! If I get caught halfway, I'll look like an idiot. And if she doesn't know it's me, I could end up with an injury. Either way, I'll also look a little insensitive. So it would probably be best not to try anything funny, as disappointing as it is. Dude, I can see the insensitive part. You're literally sneaking up behind a deaf person. Oh God, what hiccups? What? I walk in front of her, startling her a little. Why so surprised? Did I catch you slacking off? No, I was just taking a break. You don't look like you even broke a sweat. That's some break there, President. Don't Oh. Shizune's eyes dart back and forth momentarily, and I think I've managed to fluster her. There's exasperation on her face and a little tension as well, but she can't back down. That would be unthinkable for her. Her fingers dance across each other impatiently. You're acting competitive today. Are you trying to get my blood boiling? Do you want to make it a contest? We'll race to see who can construct the most stalls by sundown. It's probably gonna be you because my heart would explode. No, I'm just teasing you. That's okay. It's not a real student council if you can't tease the student council president a little. You agree, don't you? Come on. That isn't in the student council charter, so it isn't true. There is no charter! And if there was, I would go down and write it myself. At least I don't think there is. The only thing they pledge loyalty to are the stacks of takeout menus. Anyway, it's good that you're finally here. Even if you could have been here earlier. Pick up a hammer and we'll resume where we left off. As we work assembling stalls again, I slowly realize that it's really much less work than I would have expected. In fact, according to Shizune, we should be done by the end of the day with a little luck. The last time I did something like this for them, it took her, Misha, and myself almost 4 days to do it. Can't be just my imagination. You know, this doesn't seem like that much work. Because it isn't. That answer leaves me wanting a little more. Knowing that it isn't the best, Shizune puts down her hammer to elaborate. She like clears her throat even though it would be impossible for two people to do that much work in less than a week. The truth is that I don't dismantle half the stalls. I just store them someplace else. Actually, more like hide them in plain sight. See, that's you shouldn't dismantle the stalls, and I get it. Like, in the first place, don't dismantle the stalls, right? So it's a good thing that she like hides them in plain sight or whatever. Because it just seems they could take up a lot of space too. She waggles a finger mischievously. But that's a secret, and it's not proper to reveal the secrets of reveal the tricks of the trade. You're not a magician. Well, winking, she takes out 2 plastic containers from her bag, then puts them down on a nearby board before raising her hand slightly as if to say, "Ta-da! I made lunch today for the both of us." Oh! Lunch? She knows what I like. You can have this one. The food shifted in my bag and now some of it is mixed together. Wow, she hands me one of the containers. I open it. It looks delicious, a little simple. She hands me a pair of chopsticks, as if she had just remembered to, and I eat what looks like some grilled beef. I just salivated. It's very tasty. You don't like your food touching other food? I do not. You're very picky. Sometimes I mix food on my own, but not always, and not everything. I don't like it when it's done for me. When what is important is the choice. Dude, I know that. I feel that. Because I too don't necessarily like when my sides mix with my main meal. Like, you know, just like they could be on the same plate, but I'd rather have that option of if I want to, then I do it. I don't like when it does it automatically. Dude, this speaks to me. She points decisively to emphasize it and then breaks her chopsticks apart to eat her own meal. As I continue to eat, I notice 2 things. The first is that almost everything I'm eating besides the rice is fried. Even the vegetables are fried. Oh, yeah. And there's so much meat. Oh! Does she eat this kind of stuff all the time? I wonder how she manages to stay so thin in spite of it. The second thing I notice is that I can't talk to her while eating. Talking with your mouth full is a little rude anyway, but with our hands holding our chopsticks and bowls, communication between us is impossible, just like yesterday. Even though we're spending time together, even though I took the time to learn sign language, it feels like I'm talking to her less. No, you're not. You're talking to her more. Despite that, it also feels like I'm understanding her more. Oh, hi, Lily. How you doing? We're just having some meat. I hear the sound of something tapping against one of the stands and look up to see Lily standing off to my side, feeling her way around with her cane. Hi? I narrowly catch myself before I can say, I didn't see you there. Ha ha ha. Oh, God damn it. Oh, man. Oh, Hisao, is that you? I thought that I smelled something what? I thought that I smelled something delicious cooking and wondered who it might be. What is she saying? It's hard to move my hands in parallel to saying something completely different to Lily. Ah, shit. Oh, no, I'm new Misha. This has to be why Misha just signs everything all the time. A bit sillier, but it seems like it would simplify things a lot. Shizune tenses her fingers delightedly at my translation, as if from hearing a joke. All of this food was cooked hours ago, but for someone as slow as yourself, who can't even turn in a piece of paper without being a week late, I guess your perception of time would have to be a little different. Well, that's not very nice. A frown crosses Lily's face in response to a reply that she didn't hear. She already knows. She already knows. It's just a jabby jab. Oh, sorry, I'm just having a late lunch here. The student council president cooked everything. Is the student council president here right now? She's right here, actually. I apologize. I didn't notice. Normally, her level of presence is much higher. I was not aware that the student council serves lunch outdoors. Why wasn't I invited? I think that it is good to have enough free time to be able to do things like this, however. What is she saying? Ugh! I hate this! I don't like being Misha. If I were to invite you anywhere, you would just show up late. Oh man, Jesus Christ. Hold on. But Shizune's words are outside of Lily's perception, a fact that is by the second increasingly maddening to her. Translate for me completely, please. What polite phrasing. It's a shame she's essentially asking me to let her fully release the dogs of war. Still, I can't do nothing. Just do nothing. The feeling of being unable to even respond and be understood is so isolating. She'll never forgive me. I'll just try to soften her words a little. Well, actually, this was all cooked a while ago. Really? That's nice. Oh no. Turn over here. It's very disrespectful to not look at the person you're speaking to. That isn't the way a prim and proper lady should conduct herself. Half of what I'm saying is really what Shizune is saying. She doesn't like it when people don't look in her direction, and she's trying to make a point. She's, to the right of my voice. Although, in this case, I can understand why Lily wouldn't. This is a very awkward situation, and it's daunting being the sole conduit for dialogue between the two of them. I don't like being in between these two. Of course, this had to be our first, us, having to translate. But, I like how for us, we're just like, ooh, that's kind of mean. Truthfully, I had forgotten what happened the last time they butted heads like this. It's clear Shizune remembers, and Lily is being pretty hostile herself in her own way. I'm sorry. Such formality slipped my mind completely. I forgot that the student council president is the type of person who would demand such respect and adherence to the rules at all times. I felt the venom. I suppose student government requires you to keep a tight ship. Then again, she certainly has time for her own fun as well. So that must not be completely true. Damn it. Student council is not a dictatorship, nor a zero-sum game. Oh, Shizune points at Lily with her finger out like the barrel of a gun and snaps her fingers explosively, causing her to flinch and become visibly upset. Is that so? Then that makes it more impressive that you have been part of it for so long, playing it as though it were one. Admire the fact that you are so tenacious to manage it at all. You must be so responsible as well. I forgot to say I, but that's fine. Brain don't work. Not as much as I would like to be. You can't complain about yourself, though, can you? You're very responsible. Actions like requesting a deadline to be extended and then running all the way through to the next deadline. That's the very model of responsibility. Shizune's happy to hear that, but apparently you're pretty responsible yourself, she says. What? Does she really? More or less. Lily doesn't seem very happy. We're not holding a cookout, we're just taking a little lunch break. We're actually out here building stalls for the festival. You wouldn't know since you never go outside. Did you run out of tea? Alright, hold. God, it's just constant, just attack. Are you going into town? Shopping? No. As I said before, I was just passing by in case you did not hear. I would hate to interrupt the student council president. You're not doing anything now, but you must both be very busy. I don't know how I feel about the you must have not heard. Damn! In any case, Hisao, I'm sure that the student council president will be able to find or make more work for the both of you if she needs to. Oh my god, I'll devour your soul! Yeah, very busy. Devour is a hard word. I'm pleased that I can read it. This isn't the time to celebrate, though. Not over that. Instead, it looks like they might stop squabbling. I would drink to that. Have a nice day, Hisao. Goodbye, student council president. Jesus. Thanks, you too. Stay classy, San Diego. As soon as Lily leaves, Shizune dives into the remains of her lunch as quickly as possible, as if each bite she shovels away is a means to forgetting that any of this ever happened. Did you see the Shizune face when she was like, I'll devour you? When she's done, she heads right back to hammering with the same mindset. It's good that she's working off her frustration, but now it doesn't look like she's in any mood to talk anymore. Dude, these two, man. I swear to God. Like, that was like us. Our first, like, translating for Shizune was during the Lily, or with Lily. Dude, no. I like how his sound was like, ooh, I'm gonna just soften up these words. Misha says everything that Shizune does for the most part, but we're just like, ooh, that's the big no-no right there. We're gonna lessen that. God damn it, it's so good.